kitchen. Today we're making 2 make-ahead sauces for my favorite holiday, Christmas. We're making a slow roasted turkey gravy and we're making a very easy cranberry sauce. Let's get started. We'll start with a drizzle of olive oil in our shallow tray. We're going to chop 3 small onions. They don't have to be well chopped, just really rough. We'll take the ends off of our carrots. I never throw them away because I like to save them for stock. So I actually pop them in a bag and stick them in my freezer. Next, we've got 3 stalks of celery. So I'm just going to take those rough edges off. We're going to smash up some garlic and pop it in the pan along with some rosemary, some thyme, and some bay leaf. The rosemary and thyme are fresh, they came from my garden, but if you have dried rosemary and thyme, you're welcome to use that as well. Scatter about 10 chicken wings on top of your vegetable mix. Doesn't have to be chicken wings. Any chicken with a bone in it is really helpful. Season generously with salt and pepper, and we're going to pop it into a 180-degree fan oven for about an hour to an hour and a half until the chicken is really nice and crispy. So while that's in the oven, let's get started on the cranberry sauce. We need about 150 milliliters of port. Here I've got a 300-gram bag of frozen cranberries. You're welcome to use fresh, I just couldn't find any in the shops. To the cranberries, we're going to add about 85 grams of a nice dark brown sugar. So we're going to turn the stove top to about medium-high heat. We're going to add that port to the cranberry and sugar mixture. You can double this recipe if you'd like and you're a big fan of cranberry sauce. You can use it in so many things. It does last for 3 months in the freezer. If you are a canner and you like to can things, it will last at least 6 months in a properly canned jar. Once you see the cranberries start to bubble up and start splitting, that's when you know they're just about ready. So for frozen berries, it's about 7 to 8 minutes. And for fresh berries, you're looking more about 10 to 12. Now, if you like a whole cranberry sauce, you're welcome to keep it like this and pop it in the fridge or freezer. In my family, we really like a smoother, a little bit mashed sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start mashing these cranberries. If you like it really smooth, once you've mashed them like this, you can actually put them through some cheesecloth and just use the jelly bit. As this cools, the natural pectin in the cranberries will thicken it up, so don't worry if it looks really loose at the moment. Just set it aside to cool and then put it in whatever container you're going to use after. That's just about done in the oven, so we're going to get the pot ready for making the rest of the gravy. Let's start by getting that poured out again, so we're going to use about 200 milliliters this time. Once we take the vegetable and chicken mix out of the oven, we're going to put it into the pot with the port and let it cook down just for a few minutes until that port starts to cook off a little bit. Get that heat whacked up to high and make sure you get that port in straight away. Now that that port has reduced down a little bit, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of plain or all-purpose flour. Give that a good stir and get it all mixed in there. To this, we're going to add 2 liters of chicken stock. You want to pop the lid on and leave it open just a little bit so that it can simmer down. You want it to come down about 1/3 of the way, so make sure you keep an eye on it, give it a stir every now and again, and it'll take about an hour. Once it's simmered and reduced by about 1/3, you're ready to strain out all of the vegetables and the chicken and get your gravy ready for the freezer or for serving. If you're using a fine mesh strainer like this one, you might have to help the liquid through a little bit. I let my sauces completely cool and put them in these bags before I put them in the freezer. Like I said, they last up to 6 months in the freezer, so feel free to make these well in advance. With the cranberry sauce, you'll take it out of the freezer the day before and pop it in the fridge. Let it thaw completely, and then just before serving, take it out of the fridge so that it comes up to room temperature. With the gravy, take it out the night before, pop it in the fridge and let it thaw, and stick it in a pot while you're making your turkey. Let it boil up, get nice and hot, and you'll have the perfect gravy and cranberry sauce. Thanks for watching Black Cat Kitchen. Make sure you like and subscribe for more baking, cooking, and cat content. See you soon!